First up on the show, well, amid the relentless bombardment of Gaza by Israel, reports suggest that Hamas has agreed to a deal to release 50 hostages in exchange for a 3-day pause in hostilities. The militant group is reportedly holding nearly 240 hostages since its October 7th attack on Israel. And according to Qatari officials who have mediated the recent release of hostages, a new hostage deal is imminent. Reports claim that under the deal, Israel will release a number of Palestinian women and children it has jailed. Besides allowing humanitarian and aid into Gaza, Israel has not responded to these reports so far. The reports, however, suggest that Hamas has agreed to this deal. Israel has said that information of any hostage deal, if finalized, will be made public. Meanwhile, Israel's defense minister has stated that Israel will carry out any action necessary to rescue the hostages held by Hamas. The Israeli military has said its warplanes have struck the Gaza home of Hamas leader Ismail Haniyeh. The Israel Defense Forces have also said that they've taken operational control of the harbor city in Gaza. Now, no hostages have been released since October 27th, when Israel forces started their ground invasion in Gaza. Before that, Hamas had released 4 hostages. The hostages held by Hamas include Israeli citizens and citizens from other countries like US, Germany, Nepal, Thailand, UK, among others.
5-6 times a day, I'm working on how I can be helpful in getting the hostages released and have a period of time where there's a pause long enough to let that happen. And there are somewhere between 50 and 100 hostages there, we think.
And so one's a 3-year-old American child.
You're darn right it is. That's why I'm not going to stop till we get her.
The calls to bring back the hostages have been growing louder, and people are urging the government to finalize a hostage deal.
We came to tell the government and the Minister of Defense that we want our loving families back home now. We don't have time to wait. Ohad is 9 years old. He just turned 9 on the 23rd of October. I don't want him to be back on his bar mitzvah when he'll be 13. We want them now.
Fighting is still ongoing in the Gaza Strip after the IDF launched a massive raid on the Al-Shifa hospital, accusing the Hamas of operating from tunnels beneath the hospital. The UNICEF and other UN agencies have called for an immediate pause in all fighting to allow aid to trickle in, saying the scenes inside Gaza were that of carnage. And well, our correspondent Jody Cohen has sent us this report from Israel.
Since Hamas's 7th of October massacre in Israel, almost 240 Israelis and foreign nationals who were in Israel have been held hostage in Gaza. Following weeks of reports of imminent deals that did not materialize, current reports are suggesting that a deal to release some of the hostages could happen within days. President Biden has suggested that the fighting would continue even if there is a temporary pause for a hostage deal, saying that the war will end when Hamas is no longer able to murder Israelis, as Hamas has indicated it plans to carry out more 7th of October-style massacres against Israel. Meanwhile, White House coordinator for the Middle East, Brett McGurk, is visiting the region for talks on preventing the conflict from spreading. Hamas has reportedly been asking Iranian-backed Hezbollah to get more involved, and President Biden has urged China to pressure Iran not to widen the conflict. This is Jody Cohen for WION World is One.